Does it make a difference what type of glass you are using when you're nosing and tasting your favorite whiskey? Tonight we are going to look at a couple of glasses to see if I can, well, smell a difference. Not going to worry about the taste because I think the taste will be always the same. So I did pour myself a couple of whiskies, well, all the same. And for this experiment, I took the Hibiki. This is one of my favorite whiskies. I got it at a nice price, so I'm always super excited when I take this one out and give it a go. Sorry about the bump of the camera. So I did pour it maybe 5 minutes ago, and let's look at the glasses. This is the first glass on offer, and it does have a little bit of a close opening that will concentrate that lovely aromas. Next glass that I chose for this experiment is the Glencairn, supposed to be a glass that is made to make everybody happy when you sit back and you nose it and you taste it, and it brings out the perfect experience. The next one is a little bit of a, almost a tumbler, but it does have a little bit of a closed mouth, not much, and there's a little bit of a bowl effect at the bottom. The next is a true tumbler, no fanciness, just one straight glass. And the next one is also maybe almost similar to a Glencairn, but a smaller glass compared to a Glencairn. You'll see it's much smaller, so I'm thinking that might concentrate all of those lovely aromas and flavors. Now, I'm not going to go in any particular order, and before I go, please remember to like, hype, share and subscribe. Let me know in a comment, what do you think? What is your favorite glass? How do you drink your whiskey? Do you have any particular glass that you like, or do you just grab a glass, any glass, and you sit back and you enjoy it? Leave a comment and let me know what you think. Now, the first one, it is a small glass. It's a little fancy glass that I picked up at the Brokante, the second-hand shops. And I do like the design. I do like the idea of picking up this different type of glasses. Now on the nose, this whiskey is very light. It's perfumey. There's a lovely sweetness to it. There's some vanillas to it. 43% ABV. I was looking at maybe using the Bunnahabhain 12 cask strength, but it's a black glass. I picked it up, and while it's at the bottom, I picked it up and I looked in the light and I realized it's almost finished, so that would not have worked. But I settled, of course, with the Hibiki. So that is light, friendly, little sweetness, vanillas, a little bit of an appley orchard type of note. So quite lovely on that. Now I'm going to go from there. I'm going to switch to this one, a little bit of a roundness. I'm going to swirl it a little bit of around. Now if I compare it to the previous glass, it feels like if I'm going to agitate this one as well. Now with the agitation, you release a lot more of these aromas. And if I go back to this one, it feels like there's a little bit more ethanol coming out. This one is a little bit concentrated flavors, that vanillas. It's just a little bit more concentrated on this one. And if I go back to the rounded one, now it's almost, it's lost about maybe 60-70% of that aromas it feels like somebody switched it off and it's not really there anymore. Without agitation, going back to the first glass, there's definitely a little bit more flavors coming out. Now, if I go back, let's try the tumbler without agitating. It's been standing for some time. It's very difficult to find something. There is a hint of a vanilla, almost like a vanilla ice cream. But I have to really stick my nose in right all over. And it's a subtleness. It's really fading away in the background. And of course, let me just go to the next glass. This one, and I'm going to compare it to the first glass. Now this one, you can see the opening. It's a little bit wider than the glass on the right hand side. Now on the right hand side, immediately I get that lovely flavors, that sweetness, that vanilla, without even the agitation. Now I know if I'm going to start agitating this one, it's going to have a big effect on it. Not as much, well, maybe a little bit more than this one. So let's see if I do a little bit of agitation. I coat the inside of the glass with the whiskey, and that will stick and it will release quite a lot of additional aromas. And it's there. A little punchy, but still not really over punchy in my opinion. Compared to the first glass, I think because it's a smaller glass, I think there's a lot more aromas coming out. Both of them are, well, quite similar, but I think the smaller the gap coming out, it feels like it's concentrating the aromas much better. So quite an interesting one. But now when I go back, it feels like there's a less distance that's traveling on this glass. So I do feel this one's got a little bit more aromas. And then we go on to the last one, the Glencairn. And well, this is my go-to glass. And between the Glencairn and this one with the stem, which I really enjoy. I like the idea of holding it by the stem. If I could just demonstrate, I would normally drink it like this. It gives me that little easy way of doing a little bit of a shaky. I can wave it from the one nostril to the other. It's got a nice grip to it. I don't feel like I'm going to drop it. But if I go to the Glencairn, it's quite similar. You've got the solid base. I don't like the whiskey to be heated up. You know, some people will hold the glass like this, or they will hold it in their hands like this, warm up the whiskey. I don't like that. I don't like a warm whiskey. I prefer a whiskey that is at a decent temperature. High whiskey of high heat whiskey does not really is something that I'd like. But if I compare this, wow, there's a huge difference. That aromas without even that little bit of a agitation, a little bit of a shaky, it's way more powerful. Shaking it and just coating the glass again, get more of the aromas coming out. It's a deep, fruity flavors coming out, loads of vanillas coming out. That ethanol, 43%, it does elevate it a little bit, but not to an extent that it's going to be in your face. But I think it's also going to be different with different styles of whiskey. If you take a very young whiskey that is got maybe 5 years old and is like 46 or 48 or even higher, I think that youthful note, that ethanol note, is going to be a little bit too much on this glass. For that whiskey, I would, well, try it like on the proper glass, but when I drink it and I don't want to be attacked by the ethanol, I think this type of glass will be perfect for it. Now, comparing it to the little bit of a narrower one, so you can see the Glencairn is a little bit wider between the two, quite similar. The Glencairn still feels a little bit better for me. It like the aromas like stick to the glass, and it just falls around the top of the glass. And I think I just need to wake this one up again. Yep. No, the Glencairn definitely is taking it for me. I really like that type of glass. So, well, let me know in the comments what you think. The Glencairn, is that a glass that you would prefer to do a nosing and tasting? And of course, if you are drinking something else, if you are drinking maybe a whiskey with some ice, heaven forbid, but some ice, or maybe you add some soda to it or something else to it, which type of glass would you prefer? This one also is quite an interesting glass. I don't know what you call it. Wow, that was a little bit of a shock. But for me, that ethanoliness stood out on this type of glass. Yeah, definitely a little bit more sharper on the nose. And the ethanol, yeah, well, and the Glencairn, this is a glass that I do like. So with that bombshell, let me know what you think. Please remember to like, hype, share and subscribe. And of course, if you want to, well, hear a bit more on a different topic, please put it in a comment and I will try to make a video on your special request. Thank you very much and I see you next time. Cheers.